Hi, welcome back to the next installment of Cooking with RegReg. So tonight we are going to do turkey Italian sausage soup. This is one of those meals that truly is 30 minutes or less. Excuse me. There's very little prep and it can all be done in one pot. So I'm excited about it because this is something that is great for busy nights. Here we are just a few days before Christmas. I'm sure you're all been busy, out shopping, need a quick light meal to put together. This is it. So the first thing we're gonna do to get started, and I've already washed my hands so we don't have to go through that step. And I'll just tell you a funny story. We were debating whether or not to do this as a live show, and just when we decided to hit go and do live, we got a message that says we're not able to do it for like technical reasons. So anyway, these are stuck together. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is squeeze out. This is just turkey Italian sausage, and it's in the case. So I'm just gonna squeeze it out so that we get rid of the skin. And I bought the hot sausage. I like using the sweet, but they were out of the hot. Okay, easy peasy. That's like the hardest step. I'm gonna wash my hands. And then I'm going to toss this away. Okay. Coming over to my large saucepan, and I'm going to spray it with some ham. And I'm going to turn the heat on. I'm going to put it on high. I want this pan to get nice and hot. Okay, well that's working. I'm going to pour out about half of this package of pasta. And eyeballing it. Looks good. Save this for later when I can put it away. Later. Okay, so the ingredients for this turkey Italian sausage, some pasta, a can of diced tomatoes, and it's seasoned with the basil, garlic, and oregano. Fresh basil, or in this case, we have the basil cubes. Spinach, some beer, and then some chicken broth. So those are the ingredients. Super yummy, super easy. I'm gonna bring these guys over here. Did you check my time? Oh, you got time. Okay, good. have the sausage in, and I'm just going to break it up and turn the heat down. And I'm just going to add a tiny amount of beer. Uh-oh. Sorry that is so loud. And I'm just going to keep working it. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. It's kind of sticking. But it's okay because it's all going to release in the soup. Okay. So I'm going to let this stay there for a little bit. So I'm using these basil cubes, and let's see, I need about 2 tablespoons. 1 cube equals 1 teaspoon. Conversion time. I think I'll just use 4 of these. I hope you guys are all ready for the holidays. I think we are, aren't we? I was thinking earlier, I would love to do a, show you guys a little bit about how to do a lasagna. And especially around the holidays, I always think about growing up. We had these lasagna making parties, and they were so much fun. And I guess in a way, it just kind of makes me think of Christmas. Instead of Christmas thinking about gifts and presents, I think more of getting together with your family and doing something fun like making lasagna for the Christmas dinner. And in my house, we didn't make 1 or 2 pans. We always had to make like 15 pans because my mom would always invite over, you know, one of my brother's basketball teams or the other brother's fire station. So holidays were always kind of like revolving doors of people just coming in to eat. But I've been doing a little bit of research, and since we are not able to use all the cheeses that you would typically put into a lasagna, I think I found a good solution, and I would love to try it and share it with you. So this meat is getting close to being done. I'm just going to keep breaking it up. So the liquid that you see in here is kind of yellowy. That's from the beer and the seasoning coming out from the spicy sausage. Okay, so we just have a few more minutes to wait on this. And once it's done, then we basically add everything else in except for the spinach and the basil. And we just let it simmer so that we can cook the pasta. And then in about maybe 20 minutes after that, we'll have some delicious soup. But this really is a good weeknight dinner that's super fast. In case you didn't know, I may have talked about it before, I'm not sure, but to have someone who's not able to eat dairy in your house, it does make it difficult to do a lot of like convenience type foods, prepackaged foods, fast foods especially, because just so much of it already has cheese in it, and it just makes it more complicated to try to order. So I know I put on my tagline, you know, meals to avoid the drive-through, and maybe you can make some cheesier substitutes quicker than I can this type of food, but it's not as easy as it seems just to say, oh, I'm not going to cook with dairy, especially when you've done it almost all your life. Okay, so turkey is pretty cooked here. I'm going to switch out for a different spoon. Okay, so I'm going to add the tomatoes.
So drain the juice.
No, the juice goes too. Oh, the juice in the pot? Good question, Trevor. So I added beer. So the beer is the liquid. So I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to drain it. That turkey did not make that much grease. And I just bought light. What is light? Miller Lite. And I feel like I'm going to use like half of it. And then I'm going to do the chicken broth. And I'm going to do about half of that. I think the goal is to have 2 cups. So this is about 2 cups. Let's put a little bit more. Okay, I'm done. Okay. I'm not even going to add salt or pepper to this because everything that I'm putting in already has enough, in my opinion, enough salt and sodium, even though I'm using the less sodium broth. The beer has flavor, the Italian sausage has flavor, the tomatoes does as well. So I'm going to put that in, let it stir together, let it sit. And then I'm adding this pasta. Now usually I would do small pasta shells, and for whatever reason the store did not have small pasta shells. Maybe a lot of folks are making mac and cheese for the holidays. So I just bought whatever else I thought would look pretty in soup. So hopefully it's the right fit. So I'm going to let this come to a boil. So I'm going to leave it alone. And This will probably take about 5 minutes to come to a boil. And I have it on high now. Okay, welcome back. It's been a few minutes. This is now at a nice boil. And before I forget to tell you guys, be sure to hit the like button if you are liking this recipe. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, do all of the above. Let us know if you're enjoying this. And you know what? I really wish you could smell this. It is smelling quite tasty. So now that it's a nice boil, I'm going to put the lid on. And then I'm going to reduce this to simmer. And I want it to simmer for about 7 minutes until the pasta is tender. Since I would normally use a thinner shell type pasta, that's usually about 7 minutes. So I'll come back and check this after 7 and see where we're at. Then we'll let that go and then we'll finish off and then soup will be ready. So we'll be back. Hey, welcome back. So this has gone for 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. We added a few more minutes just to let this pasta cook. So it is looking delicious, smelling good. I'm going to take a little piece of this pasta here. Stir it around. Just gonna cut into this. Cool. You guys are in for a treat for dinner tonight, babe. It is so good. I need to get this little bite. Okay. I'm going to turn the heat down even lower now. I'm going to add this basil. Oh, I need to try to stir softly so I don't mess up these noodles. And then the last part is to add, it says roughly 2 cups of spinach or more. This is a 4-cup measuring cup. And I'm just going to use my hand and really press it in to see that I'm at least getting 2 cups. But since I love spinach so much, and I like to sneak veggies in whenever I can, I'm going to keep packing it in. That's not spinach. Imposter. Okay. So this is 4 cups. So I'm just going to add it in a little bit at a time. And I'm going to gently let it submerge. And then as it submerges, it wilts and gets tinier in the liquid. And then I'm going to add a little bit more. You see me picking out leaves just kind of randomly. I just see little leaves that I don't like. And I'm just repeating that step. Okay, I don't think my family would like me if I continue to add spinach, but if this were just a pot of soup just for me, I would keep adding spinach. And so basically the spinach is going to wilt in. And if you have fussy eaters, you might want to trim the little stems off. I used to do that for my fussy eaters here, and then I stopped doing it. Okay guys, this is pretty much it. A quick, healthy, easy, one pot meal that we cooked in about 30 minutes, right? 40, okay. Well, maybe I could have sped it up a little bit, but Trevor and I took a break. We had a little chat. Anyway, this is still pretty good timing for a quick weeknight dinner. And very colorful, very pretty, lots of flavor. You could serve this with a nice salad or maybe some garlic bread, whichever your preference. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. That's why I'm not showing it to you. And we're going to come back and show you what it looks like plated, and we're going to take a little taste test. And I really wish you could smell this. I know I've said it once already, but it is so good. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and the notification bell. Share with your friends, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so this is looking good. I decided to do a little bit of soup, a little bit of a salad, and then I did make some garlic bread, and I just broke it up into little pieces. So we're just gonna do a little test here. I'm gonna get some of this turkey, a little tomato, some broth. That is so good. And the flavors, it's like a real comfort flavor. It's a little spicy because of that hot Italian sausage. It's got a nice little kick to it, and it's very hearty with the tomatoes and the turkey. And then I will just make a little side note that as the soup sat for a little bit, the noodles kept absorbing the liquid. So if I were to make this again using this type of a noodle, I would probably add some more liquid than more beer and more chicken broth than what I did tonight. But otherwise, it's delicious. So thank you for joining us tonight. Quick, easy weeknight dinner. This is turkey Italian sausage soup, and it's delicious, and I hope that you and your family enjoy it as much as my family is about to enjoy it. Okay, have a good night.